There are no further signs of the Venatori. However, we may wish to send some back as cautionary examples to the rest.
Yes.
We got rid of that haunting in Arlathan.
It sleeps once again.
Excellent work. Ever more to do?
Yes.
I've hunted monsters and killed darkspawn. But this place? It's beyond me.
Wait. The lyrium daggers. Vibrating. Like a song in a wine glass. Are those voices?
Striking the crossroads without forethought would be folly. The rebellion controlled it for far too long. Its defenses will be artfully hidden.
You will not press? Our forces are cunning and sharpened.
Fen'harel's spite is endless and his trickery not easily overcome. He will have traps in wait. A crossroads in ruin is no good to us.
That was Elganon and Gillenane. Were we eavesdropping on the past?
Handy dagger. Stabs and eavesdrops. No wonder everyone wants it.
Let's hope it doesn't work both ways.
Now you see, Dweller, the gods hunger to reclaim this place. Their minions scavenge what the wolf left behind. They turn his regrets to weapons and blight all they touch. If the Evenuras take the crossroads, darkness will fall.
What are you doing to stop the gods?
I strengthen the roots, rally the guardians, and I assist you. A revenant is destroyed, others remain. Fight on, Dweller. The blight must wither.
Look at that. Funny to think elves lived here once. Actual cities, right in the Fade.
It's another of those statuettes. The memory fragments.
Tom left it alone. Huh. Ambush! On Tom, assholes!
Coming in range! Finish them off!
What'd I tell you? Trap. Statue wasn't even real.
You were right, Tosh. But if the Fade is mostly reflections of something else, the real one could be close. And another Fen'harel altar. were trying to cut us off.
Then we're on the right track.
We're clear.
I'd say that's where we're headed.
Trouble coming our way.
Careful! On your left! Take him out! Finish them, bro! Nice hit.
Can tell this statuette is the real thing, a memory fragment, and not just because it was very well guarded.
you're Dalish.
That a question?
I thought the Dalish stuck together. Why aren't you with your clan?
Blunt and to the point.
You piss him off?
Well, a little.
Yep, that fits.
And I can see a day coming when you and I smack the crap out of each other.
I'm free tomorrow.
Trouble ahead.
There we go, Tosh. You got it.
Offer, dweller. I will answer.
You cannot do this, Algernon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win, and now the Evenuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
That was strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dread Wolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods. Well, mine and Davrin's.
Anyone see anything in that memory we can use?
Elgranon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgranon over him. A betrayal.
It sounded like Solus was loyal to Mythal. What did Elganon call him? Mythal's lapdog? And then she grabs power alongside Elganon instead of standing for her principles. I'd be angry too.
Angry enough to start a rebellion?
That's not how he'd see it. He didn't destroy the world. Elganon did. Solus did what he considered necessary to stop him.
Solus would try to justify what he did, but he'd also blame himself for what happened.
Perhaps these murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solus wishes to forget.
His regret. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solus? He's trapped.
Right. But the Dread Wolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads. If there's a way to restore the rest of these murals, Solus would have kept it in his hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a change.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evanuris seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Though I wish I could believe you, I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanuris and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
As you must. The Blight is our mistake.
Did Mythal call Solus love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they expressed things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
Oh, they were absolutely doing it.
Being with someone you're rebelling against doesn't sound like Solus.
He also met her in secret and talked about how they could run off together.
It sounded so tragic and romantic.
Oh, wait. Never mind. That does sound like him.
So the Dread Wolf goes to Mythal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
The Blight's one of the only things that really scares Solus. He came to Mythal afraid.
And she took it seriously too.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, she met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice.
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Solus goes to Mythal, the one semi-reasonable elven god, for help, and the other gods kill her for it. I imagine the Dreadwolf's rebellion heated up significantly after that.
Right. And Mythal wasn't there to keep the other gods in check anymore.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
Dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power.
You will pay the final price for this betrayal.
We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mythal, I sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
So he locked the gods away and created a veil between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were terrible, no question. But what he did, it didn't just stop them. It destroyed our culture, our world.
It wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elganon and Gillenane are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the veil just to keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes, to keep them from accessing the Fade, but was the creation of the veil around the world an accident?
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
I've spent a lot of my time in the Veil Jumpers studying the remnants of the Elven Empire. I get why he did it. If I were there, I might have fought at his side against the gods. But accident or not, it's hard knowing we lost an entire world because of one ritual gone wrong.
Yes, that. Exactly.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solus trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right?
That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlethan, at least.
And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned the Golden City black.
Right, and the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just... the Chant of Light says that the Maker built for them the Golden City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did. The Chant of Light is Andraste's visions from the Maker, but it sounds like it's wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastian faith.
Did we?
I believed in the Maker too, Lace. I still do. I don't think you have to give it up.
But what they taught us was just wrong. What if the Maker just doesn't exist?
The chant of light might be wrong, but it's been made and changed by people over 1,000 years.
There was a whole verse about an elf named Shartan, and the chantry just cut it out.
So maybe the Golden City was meant as a metaphor, or maybe it was added because of politics. That might change the history, but it doesn't have to change your whole faith.
The Dalish clans are struggling with the same thing. What do we keep? What do we lose?
The elven gods, the Maker. No matter who you light a candle to, you've got some hard questions to ask yourself right now.
Doctrine is not the truth. It is one of many paths to the truth.
I recognize the sentiment, though not the specific quote. Who said that?
My mother.
Ah.
Questions of faith aside, we have some very real gods that still need killing.
Looks like there are 3 more of these murals with the Dreadwolf's old memories. Wonder what else he's hiding.
You have so long observed the world. Why not consider joining it?
But I have no desire to live as humans. I have the Fade. Besides this talk of taking on a solid form, I think you underestimate the danger. When you took the glowing stone to build your body, did the earth not shake?
Delirium gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade. We are the best of physical and spirit. I need your wisdom, Solus, to withstand the louder voices who would go too far like Elganon. I need you.
This is madness. You must know that. I will always follow where you go.
What?
This is astounding. The ancient elves were spirits who voluntarily manifested a physical form.
I'd rather go back to talking about the Blight.
Hey, Lucanus. Could Spite turn into an elf?
No.
Sorry, but... what?
All right, so elves are sort of spirits. What do we do with that?
To be clear, this memory only shows that the first elves originated from spirits. Belara, you and Davrin are no more spirits than anyone else conceived naturally.
Conceived naturally? Guess I'll go ask my mother.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our entire understanding of magic.
If we let it out, is that the right call? Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
If the world learned about this and it led to attacks against elves?
Elves have enough trouble as it is down in Ferelden.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Irulan, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one will believe us.
Okay. We keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
So, beyond the world-shaking stuff, what else did we learn here? Solus himself was a spirit.
What kind do you think he was?
Well, his name is Elven for pride.
Oh, okay.
There's something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solus didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Right. He only agreed after Mythal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe, but not just that. Solus was scared. They built their bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
You think the ground shaking was the Titans?
It makes sense, doesn't it? Something was hurting them, taking their blood.
So they struck back, like we'd swat a stinging bug.
The first memory we saw, with Elganon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
A war between the Titans and the elves.
And we just saw how it started.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture. But I think that's part of what Solus regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried, you said it yourself.
He did it for Mythal. Everything that followed, he could have prevented, if he just told her no.
Then he's got a war on his conscience. Plus, whatever we find next.
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every Titan from its spirit. But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger. It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
Solus made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. He passed me in the halls of Skyhold for a year. He made polite conversation, and he knew. He knew what he did.
No mystery why he wants to forget this.
As a mage, and apparently a scholar, Solus doubtless regrets destroying the minds of the Titans.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solus regrets. Those severed dreams will be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
Mierda.
You can't. That's not possible.
When a warden hears the calling, it's like a song in their mind. Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The song of Lyrium. Of the Titans.
We think of the Blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion. Evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal. Mistreated and imprisoned for centuries. Until all it knows is fear.
If the Blight is the Titan's dreams, can we... I don't know... heal it? Bring it back from all that anger?
I'm afraid I have no idea. In theory, it would be possible to restore dreams to the Titans.
You can't set it free before it's healed. You'd have blighted Titans laying waste to the entire world.
The Titans are a problem for later. We have Elgarnon and Ghilanane to deal with now.
And then I want Solus to look me in the eye and answer for what he did.
Each of these memories has been a deeper regret, and almost all of them involve Mythal.
Only one mural left to uncover by my count. If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god, the strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the elven people. They deserve it.
The elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Solus killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
Every big mistake Solus made is tied to Mythal. He sacrificed his life as a spirit to join her.
He sacrificed his morals when he created the dagger to stop the Titans.
When the other gods struck her down, he destroyed the Elven Empire to avenge her.
Then he wakes up in this world, where everything's gone but his mistakes. And there she is, alive.
And after all he's done, she sides against him again.
All these mistakes are his fault. And hers too. If she won't help him fix the world, of course he has to kill her.
So, how does everything we know help us now?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
The bad news is that the god of lies and trickery is almost definitely preparing to betray us. The good news is that we've gone through his dirty laundry.
So, we know his motivations. You think we can set a trap of our own?
That's the hope.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller, almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
So this is even more of the Fade.
Uh-huh. It goes on.
Well met, Rook.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait. How do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dread Wolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
So, if Mythal was originally a spirit, maybe that's how she survived her body's death.
Very good. Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit, she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again, she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
Assuming you are who you say you are, how much is a fourth elven god gonna complicate things?
Only as much as you may allow.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remained free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elganon? Or Solus?
The last time Mythal faced Elganon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right. So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
Wow. You woke up to a god floating over you.
'Twas a state between dream and wakefulness where strange things may happen to the spirit. Mythal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me. But I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mythal's and of those who bore her.
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mythal.
I am not Mythal in her entirety, but yes, the Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
Solus talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it. I think, deep down, he doesn't entirely believe what he's saying.
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into the most intricate knots. 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
If that's what it takes.
Such determination. Have you not even a tremor of doubt?
Wouldn't do me any good.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
All of that sounded great until survive the encounter.
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon and Gillenane, or against the Dreadwolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
I only ask that you reflect upon what I have said. The Dreadwolf is not so apart from the world as he thinks. There, you have the advantage of him.
Always eager for your business. Good luck with your contracts.
So... nothing.
Almost there.
Hey, Davrin. We gotta talk about Solas's magic memory thing.
What? Why?
Why didn't you tell me you were a spirit?
Because I'm not.
I thought we were friends.
I'm not a spirit, Tosh.
Is that because people might think you're a demon? Because I'm from Ravane. We're okay with spirits.
But apparently not with listening. I am not a spirit.
Hey, you don't have to be ashamed of who you are.
Never said I was. But thank you, Tosh.
That's a crow mark. They're real hard to get right. I haven't tried.
That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out. This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere. The butcher is making poison. Karmic.
Comic? It's way worse than poison. Does stuff to your mind. The Canari use it on prisoners.
If I were the butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line. The Anton brought in a Karmic master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further. Hang on. the ground soon. Huh?
Over here!
Take him out, quick!
That's getting it done, Tom.
Finish it!
We're in. Let's find the comet master.
Traitors fought in this city, that is true. But Mountown do not respect traitors. Crow fight us for Treviso, that is true. We respect the fight and the pride. This place is forbidden!
Got company.
am will made flesh. So much flesh. Finally, what the butcher designs come to me.
It's done. The karmic master's dead.
You put up a good fight. I'll give him that.
First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening. Wait. This note says that wasn't all the comic. The butcher's angry because some went missing.
Crap. Who has it?
No idea. But the note does mention the butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Tyr and Viago need to know they were right.
Are you out of your minds?
Someone had to act.
They most certainly did not. I told you crows to stay out of this.
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place.
Circuses charge admission. We did all that for free.
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the butcher.
It's bigger than whatever it is you're whining about. The gods are corrupting some of the Antam.
And the butcher?
You two were right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
You're accusing them? One of their crows died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
I'm here for whatever hurts the gods.
Evenchi is right about one thing. The butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor. There's an interesting letter there, Rook.
An art merchant has information on the Antam?
Mistress Trella would not waste our time. Visit her gallery and ask her what the Antam are up to.
I promise he's not sending you just for some exposure to Antivan art.
There are worse ways to spend an evening.
I think that art merchant with information on the Antam lives near here.
I'm surprised people are doing normal business during an occupation. Feels crowded like a city always does.
Have you tried kale?
It's a popular leaf lady. The Hamantam, as if serving them drinks was a joy. You get after our customers.
You crows have no idea the burden you place on this city and its officials.
You?
Come on, Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Let's try here.
Monster bones, really?
For Hassan. Think of it as a bribe to stop him from chewing on the alluvian. Treviso. I barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary. And then there was the dragon.
You miss just being here, without the chaos?
I used to think it would never change. Ah, here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So, you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Bellara mentioned the dayless seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katarina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite. Let's try here.
Come take a look.
Antivan wine glasses. Very fancy.
For Emmerich. He keeps side-eyeing the drinkware and shaking his head when he thinks no one is looking. I once spent 4 hours in the market while Ilario searched for the perfect pair of silk gloves.
4 hours?
Ilario has always been fussy. And he wanted to impress a woman. A good selection.
How can I help you?
Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
I notice you have expensive taste.
I lived a very comfortable life before.
But you did your own shopping?
I suppose not always. Ah, perfect.
Sinead, that's how Canary say hello.
Ground peppers.
Dash said something about wanting more exciting meals. I thought I'd oblige.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
Thank you. Greetings.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern-toothed dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though.
Welcome. Whether you're looking for functional blades or authorized display replicas, you're in the right place. Now, you may find some partial tangs in our wall hangers, but not our combat blades. Full tang or nothing. You've got a keen eye.
Would you like to see what we have?
Anything sound good? We've got Cellini ham and strawberry jam.
Cafe Pietra's just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin? Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
Right. I know we came here for coffee, but I prefer tea.
Ugh.
So, is there a reason we're not talking about Ilario's information, or what?
We're still being spied on.
No, the last one just left. Couldn't take your coffee talk.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Varantium.
I have a friend who's very good at finding people.
Katerina was first Talon. This is crow business. We can handle it.
Apparently not. Your lead is no good, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave it to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Zora's not gonna get Ilario, and she's not getting away with anything she's done. I promise.
Don't promise. But thank you.
Bitter and sweet, you called that blend? Like a kiss goodbye. So, what would a first kiss be?
Honey and lavender cream. Sweet. Intriguing. And you? How would you describe it?
Every kiss is different.
Sometimes a unique pleasure should be just that.
That sounds like the voice of experience.
I've always thought that to live truly is to live fully. But even before I was captured, my life was not really my own. So much had been determined for me.
Being grandson to the first Talon must come with a lot of baggage.
And when I proved I could carry it, the expectations only grew.
It can't have been easy. But it's forged a man of strength and principle. That's no bad thing.
Not when I hear that from you. How's your tea?
An inviting start with hidden depths. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
I think that art merchant with information on the Arntom lives near here.
I've been trapped by...
Hello? Are you alright?
Anton said me up in my own gallery. Then the brutes left to get more reinforcements against a single woman. Would you be a dear and take away all the refuse baskets?
Anton did this to scare somebody who sells paintings?
My saviors, welcome!
Viago said you had information on the Antom. Are they after you?
They barricaded me in and said I would starve unless I handed over the contents of my gallery. Lately, they've been taking paintings, sculptures, all sorts of treasures. And to think I overheard someone in the market yesterday bragging about dealing with the atrocious brutes. The market master might know more about what those dreadful Antom are up to. Those Antom haven't shown up again, to my relief. I'm in your bed.
How can I help you today? Everyone knows that beans are healthy, but what they don't know is that you need to mix your beans.
Can I interest you in something shiny?
We have whatever you need. Whatever you need.
All right. We should talk to the market master if we want to learn why Antom are stealing pieces of art. Hello. This might sound strange, but I was told you might know about Antom stealing paintings.
It's bad for business. And somebody here knows something. Everyone notices the master of the market. But you, stay hidden. Listen near the stalls. You might learn something about our Antom art collectors.
Let's listen carefully around the market. Don't want to scare anyone off.
Fine decor for the finest homes. You know what you like.
Busy as anything, but no help to be found anywhere.
The Antom have scared people off, but the crows are after him. You'll see.
How's business?
Can't complain.
But I mean, Antom, I didn't think they went in for things like fancy paintings.
I wouldn't know anything about... Well, that would explain the Antom who came by not an hour ago. They took my best sculpts without paying.
Huh. Right here?
Oh, yes. I did hear they've been piling up stolen goods in a camp in the Drowned district.
The Antom aren't exactly being subtle anymore.
That merchant said they're stockpiling stolen art at a camp in the Drowned district. Let's start there. close to that camp where the Anton took that merchant's stolen sculptures. Okay, let's look around for that stolen art, or any sign of what the Anton are doing with it. Nothing here.
Don't see anything. No paints, none of that fancy polish they use on sculptures.
Still nothing. I don't see anything that merchant in the market was talking about. No stolen art. We should go back and talk to him.
Spy on me all you wish.
That merchant who said the Anton stole his artwork, he's with the Venatori. I'll bet he caught us listening in.
Damn it. Bet he took off the second we left the market.
The note said the Anton are trading the art to Venatori collectors in exchange for rare magical components. The note doesn't say what the Okay. We're close to the camp where Anton are trading with the Venatori for magical components.
Those snoops from the market.
You said you won't follow Venezuela.
Just kill them.
Nice takedown.
Hit them now. Not granted.
All right. Let's find out what the Anton and the Venatori are actually doing here. This note is about Gatlock, that Kunari blasting powder. The Anton are using magical components from the Venatori to make it more explosive. Much more explosive.
What? We gotta stop them. Gatlock's dangerous already.
We have to tell Taya and Viago.
It is good Rook found Dareth's contract. Eyre says Jacobus is comforted to know his cousin's death was not in vain.
Work might help focus him, but until he can control that temper, I cannot approve Jacobus as a full-fledged crow.
I feel as you do.
Good news?
The Venatori are helping the Anton make their Gatlock explosives even more powerful.
What?
It's not ready yet. They're still experimenting.
Then we have some time. The crows will investigate.
We had better. I am sure we'd be among the Antam's first targets.
Rook, welcome to the Hosberg wetlands. I'd say make yourself comfortable.
This place is...
foreboding?
Yes. Well, foreboding is normal here, but it's worse than usual.
The Blight's always a problem in the Anderfels. It's not strange to find a corrupted patch of forest or swamp.
What is strange is the sudden surge of blight through the Hosberg wetlands. Much like the village you found, the blight here struck too quickly, and in strange forms.
It's choked the whole area, and the local village, Lavendel, was caught in it. But they're survivors. We can be grateful for that.
If the blight keeps spreading, we could lose everything.
You said what came next would be bad. That's why we're here. To help. As far as we can tell, the gods you're chasing weren't here directly.
If the Blight's really changed, then the changes are widespread. As for how much...
I can almost sense something in there. Another sound under the Blight's usual song.
Stories say Warden sense blight. I never thought it was literal.
It happens when you join the Order. But that's more than I should say.
When we met, you tried to block the sound out. Now you hear too much.
If it helps, that's what we're here for.
Okay, this all sounds awful, and we're standing in the middle of it, which is normal for me.
For us too.
So, what's the plan?
We heard rumors of the surge here and volunteered to investigate. The first warden expects a report, soon.
If we want proof the Blight's changed, then this place is where to find it.
But the way the Blight left the village, we've had our hands full just keeping it back and helping the sick.
You need more to study.
Yes. The odd growths the Blight has formed, like boils, they surround Lavendel. I need more samples.
Leave it to me.
You can't just handle blight. I'll give you something to contain it. And watch for darkspawn.
I'll try not to die.
We'd prefer you didn't.
So be careful.
Need something?
You're here to help? All right, let's find those boil samples. Looks like there's caves on the far side of the village. We can start there. Lavendel Village. Whatever happened here looks like Demeter's Crossing.
It's still standing, and I'll fight to keep it that way.
Got a sample. I'm guessing they'll need more than one.
Knowing how Antoine experiments, yes.
Fine.
They asked for
it. Nice move.
Got the sample. Ugh.
Okay, Tosh. Can't believe I'm asking this, but what's wrong with Hassan's spore?
They're watery and smell sour. He needs fiber to soak up water and keep his gut clean.
And you know how griffin spore should smell because...
I've smelled it in dragons who got injured and couldn't eat right.
Huh. Say you're right. What would you give him?
Apples, carrots, sweet potatoes, maybe pumpkin.
Hassan goes for meat and gingerwood. talking about? Our son goes for meat and gingerwort truffles. Doesn't matter how hard I try. He doesn't like vegetables.
Nobody likes vegetables. You still gotta eat them.
We won't be stopped.
Better get this where it's needed.
think you were right about Hassan's gut issues. I got him to start eating carrots. He seems to have more energy.
Good.
He also crapped out some orange spore the size of a dinner plate in Emmerich's room.
Nice! Good grip.
Got it.
Stupid blight. Stupid gods are messing with the blight.
I've never seen a surge like this.
This was farmland.
And houses. People used to live here.
The Blight took it recently.
Check out the ballista. Could be useful.
Nice. Here comes trouble.
Not out! Watch for ranged attack! Nice hit, Rook. In the back.
Okay. Chakra to Ebra.
Another of those Fen'harel altars. signs of a family that disappeared.
They might have left more behind.
They knew the Blight was coming, but how? And what went wrong after?
On your guard. Better be ready. Attacking the boys. It should not happen.
We need to stop it. Down. And another sample.
I think we've got enough.
Yeah. Let's get back to Evka and Antoine.
Antoine? Antoine!
Yes? Yes, the blight samples. They're like nothing we've seen, or anything in the Warden records. And I almost hear voices in it. The gods calling the blight.
I can't hear anything. But if you believe me...
We knew things were bad. But if the blight's being called, the situation's more unpredictable than we thought. We need to...
I give you two reign, and this is where it leads. Chasing Rook's lies.
First Warden,
Stay away from the blight and the Wardens. How many times must you be told?
Until you listen, I'll be here.
Not helping. Rook knew something was wrong.
I can hear it in the samples. The gods. She's telling the truth. The blight has changed. And that changes everything.
It changes nothing. Your sensitivity to blight is useful, Warden Antoine. But you've had more than one snake in your ear.
He's trying to help.
Enough! You tampered with a ritual that unleashed blight. You did not know what you were doing then, and you don't now.
If gods control the blight, we need to change how we approach it.
Archdemons control blight, and we'd sense if one had risen. We'd make the sacrifices needed to fight it.
But
The blight has increased. Now is not the time to lose focus. Wardens Evka and Antoine, are you sworn to combat the blight?
Yes, but...
Then report back to Weishaupt and do so.
That went poorly, even for a talk with him.
Are talks with him ever pleasant?
We talked about the rain once. It was neutral.
So much for convincing the Wardens.
We can't give you the order, but you have us.
We'll keep tracking the Darkspawn and the Blight. We'll do what we can.
And if we learn the gods' plans, you will too.
The elven god of monsters had been hard at work. She'd taken the Darkspawn and made them so much worse. Now, she and Elganon had their glorious new army. The risen gods were ready. And they had just the target.
We should take a break. Head back to the lighthouse for a bit.
He finally agrees to meet for a report, then he all but calls you a liar.
I think you were included in that.
Thanks.
For gold and glory.
This echo made promises, and then... Do you think it took them all?
All.
A well.
Well.
An echo?
Echo.
Echo!
Echo.
That's not my voice.
Not your voice.
Who are you?
Are you?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Ready for a fight?
Whatever this echo was in the well, I think it possessed them. The more people go near it, the more it gets in their minds.
It knew the Blight was coming, and used the fear of that to get to them.
That journal mentioned clearing boards from the well. It was sealed away once.
Hassan's eating a lot.
Take him down.
Back to what we were saying. Hassan's eating a lot better. Point to the dragon hunter, I guess. Still turns his nose up at apples, though. Thought he loved them.
You could try putting flax seeds on his meat.
Flax seeds?
Yeah, lots of fiber, good for your gut. You could try some yourself.
My gut is fine, thanks.
Let me know if you change your mind. I know a guy.
The wetlands are unsettling.
Welcome to Warden life. We get more of this than visits to sunny cafes.
I'm ready if anything jumps out at us.
Get ready. No problem. Whatever gets it done.
I don't have to see to kill you.
Take your blight with you.
I'm ready. Tell me what you need.
This'll open the way. Thanks.
Why I'm here.
Spirit from the necropolis.
Is it pride that moved you? Do you think you can succeed in facing me where the Venatori failed?
Watch for ranged attack!
Two demons down. Or two versions of the same demon.
They seem to die like anything else. Trouble nearby.
Watch yourself.
Not bad, bro. You're a veil jumper.
How'd they like that?
Whatever's down there, whatever you did to those people, I won't let you do it again. We're sealing the well.
Sealing.
It's done. No more echo.
For now.
You've been to the farmlands. There's a family. Voss. I'm close with him, with Ursa.
There was something in the well. It, got to them.
But we aren't supposed to listen. The stories. But it was sealed.
We sealed it again.
When it's safe to go back, I'll bury it even deeper for Ursa. Thank you for letting me know.
My family isn't alters either. Even if
than cats in a storm. What's going on? What is it?
Hey, Davrin. I'm sorry your clan kicked you out.
I never said they did.
Did they not?
Since you're so nosy, I'm the one who left.
Because they were pissed at you?
Because I didn't see a future with them. Not the kind of future I wanted.
I don't get it.
Neither did they. They acted like I rejected them.
Good hit. Now put him down.
Keep that up, Rook.
Hey, we had a thing. Because they were pissed at you?
Because I didn't see a future with them. Not the kind of future I wanted.
I don't get it.
Neither did they. They acted like I rejected them.
Because you did?
I wanted to go my own way, not their way. Something more than doing the same thing all the time because it was tradition.
So that's how you pissed him off.
There's something over there.
Determination is at the shape of your will.
Trap necropolis spirit. Last one.
Are you last, my comrade? Will you fall to petty hates and crack the heart and burn the soul? Whatever you are, give me my freedom if you can.
There we go, Todd. All good.
That's it. The necropolis door to the demon, the real demon these all came from, should be open.
We know where to go to end it.
It's quiet. That spirit we've been chasing must be waiting inside.
You ignored each warning, scoffed at every count. With every death, I tasted freedom. For without the door seals, I can take over at last. Witness the greatest treasure of the dead.
It's the demon. in an undead dragon?
Hey! Sorry. Demon! You are not a dragon! Get out of that body!
Still has its lightning!
undead dragon?
Hey! Sorry. Demon! You are not a dragon! Get out of that body!
It still has its lightning! Done.
There. It's over.
Katadim Hira. It's out of the dragon. Her fight is over.
An undead dragon. That's one for the books.
They interrupt, as predicted, as expected, as hoped.
What was that?
Learn, adapt, triumph.
Rook, just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt. Everyone except me, seems like. Guess the First Warden didn't like me joining your team.
Calling Wardens back from all over Thedas is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly, but I've heard rumors of a massive Darkspawn horde on the move. Even hearing there's an archdemon with them.
We need to warn the Wardens. Let them know what's coming.
Agreed. Rook, if the gods have an archdemon, Warden lore says archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind. We need to know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solus. See if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
Offer, Dweller. I will answer. Manifestation.
Carving monsters, huh? Didn't figure you for an artist.
This is by necessity. If you know your enemy, their weak spots, maybe you live another day.
You've got a flair for the dramatic.
Nothing scarier than the real thing.
What will you do with it?
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die. So I'm making the real Monster Hunter manual.
You want pictures of monsters? I can provide some corpses.
A corpse? Nah. Now if you pose next to a Vartero still breathing down your neck, I'll think about it.
Where's the Gloom Howler?
Can't carve it till I know what it is. You want a piece of the Howler boy?
Is he ready?
Was I ready the first time I fought a Hurlock?
Well, he's still alive.
I got my ass handed to me. Broke 4 ribs and cracked my jaw. Then I got back up and drove a blade through its skull. In this line of work, Asan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Maybe, but go easy on him. He's still getting the hang of things.
He runs into an ogre, it won't care. It'll eat him for lunch. I didn't mean your lunch.
Too late. You said the magic word. See you around.
Good taste.
How fares your battle?
The gods are moving against Weishaupt and the Grey Wardens. We've heard rumors the Darkspawn are being led by an archdemon.
And you have questions?
I need to know how archdemons relate to the gods. Are they just like the blighted dragons, or are they something else? I also need to know how to deal with the gods if they show up at Weishaupt.
I propose a bargain. I will answer your question if you answer mine.
What?
How are the Grey Wardens? Do they understand the truth of the danger yet?
No. The First Warden still refuses to listen.
As I feared.
I tried diplomacy. I tried being firm. Nothing worked.
When I asked you why you should be trusted to lead the fight, you said you were no stranger to fighting stronger opponents. That sufficed for me. But the Grey Wardens fight Darkspawn and archdemons, foes no one else can stand against. They see themselves as the best prepared for this battle. You cannot defeat Elganan and Gillenane without the Wardens. What will you do to bring them to your side?
All I can really do is keep trying to get through to them.
Have you ever ridden home in a wagon and felt the streets go from paved to dirt beneath the wheels? The horse is slow, and everything grows quiet as you're near home. What do you call that feeling?
I don't really have a word for it.
No, you do not. Elganan destroyed that emotion. He burned it from the mind of every living being. There were spirits of that feeling, just as there are spirits of joy, or fear, or despair. I begged them to fight.
What happened to them?
They waited too long. Without the emotion in this world to focus on, they faded until nothing remained. When you grow quiet, it is a part of your soul reaching for a feeling and finding emptiness. Because I failed.
I understand. I'm not going to fail.
How? What will you do?
Whatever it takes.
Easily said, but it will have to be enough for now. You have answered my question, and I owe you an answer in return.
Yes. The old gods of Tevinter, the archdemons.
There never were Tevinter gods. The archdemons, as you call them, were always merely the weapons of the Evanuris.
All right. Let's hope we can find the gods before they find their weapons.
Unfortunately, the Dragon Thrall's life force is bound to the Evanuris as both power and protection. You will not be able to kill or likely even harm one of the Evanuris until their Dragon Thrall is slain.
Any other surprises we should know about?
Even with their dragons dead, the Evanuris are powerful and well protected. You will need to use my dagger, the one you recovered. It can pierce their enchantments and strike them down.
All right. Kill the archdemons, then use the dagger to take down the gods.
Even a single opportunity to strike the Evanuris down will be rare, fleeting, and costly. You will not have another chance to catch them unawares. When you strike, you must be fully prepared.